Hello and welcome to another Monday Grab Bag as we are going to take a look at the RollerGames Sport as brought to you by WAR. Hi everyone. Today we're going to be looking at NES roller games, and this game is, for Young Moo, was just a NES game with a weird theming that, Young Moo had no care about or interest in. Just, oh, it's a cool action game, and that's it. Many people say that this is a really bad NES game, and I can absolutely understand where they're coming from, but nonetheless, it's extremely charming to me, and it's one of my favorites. And the more I learned about this thing, the funnier it got, because... Ever seen the arcade game of this? Says Mr. Taco. I have seen it. I have not particularly played much of it, and I've never seen the arcade machine in person. But I found the NES game to be particularly charming, and it's just one that I happen to have access to. And also one that I never beat, so it also had some appeal to a Young Moo as being a white whale video game, you know? But we are going to be looking into the bizarre history of what this game actually is, because the more I learned about it, the funnier it got. So, RollerGames itself is actually a TV series, and it lasted for exactly one season, and 5 years ago celebrated its 30th anniversary. Let's see here. How to put this? First episode originally aired on August 5th of 1989. And essentially, it is a dramatized version of the sport of roller derby, in the sense that wrestling is a dramatized and storylined sort of version of MMA, in a sense. And like I mentioned, lasted exactly one season, and after celebrating the 30th anniversary, Fox Sports actually reran all of the tapes. So, thanks to archival and YouTube upload by the account Roller Stars, which is a fan group, every single episode that ever aired of RollerGames is available to watch. And while we're not going to sit here and watch a whole bunch of videos of the actual sport itself, I am going to get a couple of clips from their YouTube uploads for the sake of explanation on how it links into the game that we will be playing today. So, before we even start, we're going to meet a couple of characters. And so, let me go and swap our scene here, and we will show you the first people we are going to meet in this bizarre tie-in game extravaganza. So this is a clip from the first episode.
But just as track and field athletes try always to run faster and jump higher, so it is that skaters demanded a stiffer test. Well, now they'll get it as the old roller derby advances to roller games with its figure-8 concourse that introduces a near vertical wall and an elevated jump. What hasn't changed in this sport are the grudges and the grouches, the falls and the brawls, the good guys and the bad. Hello, everyone, with David Sam's Chuck Underwood from the Super Roller Dome, where the
Chuck Underwood and David Sams
International are chomping at the bit for a shot at this brand new concept in a track.
Just wait till you see these skaters take on the 14-foot high wall of death. It could be devastating. In the sky jump, and yes, the live alligator pit used during sudden death overtime. Chuck, that could be devastating.
Well,
So, would you like to meet those two in the wonderful world of NES video games? This is so stupid of an idea. Let's fire it up. So here we go. Ultra Games presents RollerGames. 1990 Konami, licensed by Nintendo of America. Here they are! Welcome to RollerGames, everyone. We are faced with an enormous problem. 3 rough teams have kidnapped the owner. The 3 good teams can only rescue him. Your skills decide if you win or fail. Which team do you want to join? We have a choice of 3 separate teams here. We have the T-Birds, the Hot Flash, and Rockers, which are actual teams in the original airing. And with that, I always had I was always personally a fan of playing as the Rockers, and this is because they are the balanced between the balanced character of the 3. Hot Flash is fast but weak. T-Birds are strong but slow, and Rockers are a exact middle point between the 2. Let me pull this back up here. So, as we're going to be playing as the Rockers, let's meet the team.
Let's take a closer look at the high-decibel world of the Rockers.
Rock and roll will never die. None of the Rockers have anything to say about it. These rock and rebels play hard and loose, and to them, life in the fast lane is not fast enough.
God, I love
The
this.
street is their beat, the stage is their rage, and they are shooting straight to the top of the roller game charts. Bound for fame, bound for glory, and that is only part of their story.
This is maybe the most 90s thing that has ever been made, yes.
I love the Rockers.
They're exciting.
They're the best.
It's an art form. I like the uniforms.
They sing the truth.
I'll always be with them.
These rockers like their music 3 ways: loud, louder, and loudest, and they practice what they screech.
Anyways, this will be our representatives for our playthrough of RollerGames.
Slings and the arrows of outrageous misfortune is the entertainment attorney who put the all
The
in
captain of our
all,
team.
DJ Torino.
Let me just say this. These people are not just professional roller skaters. These people are rock and roll musicians. These people are artists.
The Rockers, the team that turns it up all the way.
All right. We will be taking one final look at that before we actually get into the game here. But let me just progress a little bit further, as we are going to meet our first antagonists. Bad attitude. Enter my zone, and you'll never leave. So who is that, you might ask? Well, we don't have a direct introduction of that team, at least not that I found through my cursory search, but we do have a small clip that shows who she is. One moment here.
Being helped up by one of the T-Bird twins and Skinny Minnie.
Meanwhile, on the infield, Bill Griffiths Jr. of the T-Birds on your left.
Boy, did she ever give him a good right belt.
All right, Griffiths. Griffith's really going to get it. Get on your own side of the track.
You better keep an eye on that fighting, or they're going to be...
Get over there, we'll have a $1,000 fine.
Bill
Captain of Bad Attitude, everyone. Hello, earlier alligator. So, she is our antagonist of Stage 1. Let's get into it, shall we? See what I mean about this being a dramatized thing in the same way as wrestling is? Yeah, we've got face teams and we've got heel teams. The Rockers, T-Birds, and the Hot Flash are the face teams, and we've got Bad Attitude, Violators, and Maniacs as the heels. So, I am going to go hold right for a moment, and then let go. And I want you to notice something. Let go. Left, let go. In addition, this is me turning around. Notice that? That's right. This entire game is on roller skates, and thus entirely ice physics. Are you good at doing ice physics and platformers? I am, because I spent a crap ton of time playing this game. So we got a basic punch button. You can punch while midair as well. Ice physics to beat 'em up. Yep. Screen locks, and our controls change. We can jump in order to do a flying kick, and we can attack. And be close to an enemy before we attack them. Sometimes. Nice feedback. We can knee him in the face and throw him. With the combat section complete, we move on. Barrels. Ooh, we got acrobatic members of Bad Attitude now. They'll very occasionally duck under your jumping attacks, and will do jumping attacks of their own. If you hit both A and B on the NES controller at the same time, you will spend one of your 3 meter to do a flying double kick, which counts as 2 knockdowns. This guy, according to the manual, is named Billy Bombarder. I just thought you should know that. I looked to the manual at one point, because we happen to have it still, somehow, and let me tell you, every single enemy name in this is pure gold. And boss fight. You recognize that lady up on the top there? That's none other than the captain of Bad Attitude. Turn this up a bit. Slightly quiet on my end. This guy eats 1 hit, and then when he does that sort of flex upward, that will damage you if you stay close. So you have to take it. You have to do 1 hit and then retreat. Look at her getting angry as I. And that's stage 1. Which team do you want to join? I'll continue with the rockers. Never feel safe, even if area is cleared. Broken expressway next. Don't fall off. Auto-scroller levels with ice physics. Everyone loves these. Gotta include some death pits for good measure. Gotta move forward in order to dodge that. Park yourself on this line and you're safe. The ramp physics are weird, but the way to handle it is just pull the jump starting at the middle of the ramp. If you try and jump at the end of the ramp, you won't get the moon gravity that's associated. For this part, just stay near the bottom and jump repeatedly. Haha, barrel trip. Oh my god! Just stay down here and jump it. I like how if I punch it lags the game. Utterly inexplicable. Come here. I'll treat you well. Ha ha ha. Well, let's go and meet the maniacs, shall we?
The few, the proud, the maniacs. Handpicked for their brutality, cunning, and desire to win at any cost, the maniacs are merciless mercenaries. When they are tearing apart rival teams, they might be fighting each other because they are paid to win at any cost.
You promise you will torture them? Yes, sir! Will you take them
Trained under the mystical eye of their manager, Guru Drew, the maniacs undergo
God.
Spartan discipline until they hit the roller track. They train to inflict pain. They drill so they can spill. And when the going gets tough, the maniacs get going. This team's motto is simple: all for one and everyone for themselves.
Okay, we've met the maniacs. I should figure out how to turn off those YouTube post recommendations there. Sorry about that. Let's get back into BizHawk. The wrestling influence is palpable, right? It is the wrestling version of inline roller derby. Whoa, you see that? That barrel was like sentient and tried to spill oil on me. And you know why? According to the manual, that oil barrel is named Valdez Jr. Very topical for the time, I'm sure. For all you youngsters, the Exxon Valdez was a very famous hauling ship oil spill. And so a barrel spilling oil on the road to make you slip is thus Valdez Jr. excellent bass lines in these NES songs. Hi, Billy Bombarder. Bye, Billy Bombarder. Alright, now going around. Double kill. The Wrecking Balls do have a name. That water spilling is called toxic radon sludge. Despite the fact it's very obviously just water pouring out. I think I know where the manual is. I might be able to just grab that over the span of 1 minute. Please, I want to... Let me have this. I want to do the cool thing. Damn. Oh, you found an online copy of the manual? Cool. I was just going to grab it physically and read it out, but... Yes, if you can post a link to that. I'm not sure if you're allowed to, but... Try it. Now we got Zoe in chat. Go ahead and give... Okay. Why don't we just pull this thing up? Yep, that's the manual, alright. Alright, yeah, we're doing the sidetrack. One moment, please. Oh yeah. By the way, our protagonist is named California Kid. A guide to natural and unnatural disasters. Jump platform. Crackpots. Slicky slide. Venomous needle points. Icky Bop Crane. Radon sludge juice. Valdez Jr. and the Can. Don't forget the drop zone, the log jams, the bum rapscallions, or the fire islands. Let's not go too much further into this, as there's spoilers for the incredible levels of other stupid stuff we will encounter. Oh, I did have that a little bit cropped there. God. If you get too close to any of these, you'll say goodbye to a player. The easiest way to get past some of these hazards is just to beat the hit more than anything else. Wow, that went badly. Alright. Let's do this proper. The best way to decelerate is to tap up while next to a wall like this, in order to make yourself bump into it. Because that will arrest some of the momentum that you have. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Also, these gals kind of cool, gotta say. Jumping at diagonally like that is the one and pretty much only way to get across that gap consistently. I pressed the punch button instead of the jump button. Yes, the criminal organization known as VIPER has kidnapped the CEO of RollerGames. Or owner of RollerGames, or whatever it is. Something like that. Into the rink! Into the drink! Oh, I thought I wasn't close enough. Alright, let's see if we can do it a little bit better this time. Not a good start. I used to have a method for doing this, but now I just gained stun lock. There we go. Let's use your super kicks on the minion because Guru Drew himself is a lot easier to deal with. Go to this point near the enemy base. Target. Final stage. You cannot go back. Evil murder dogs. We got a new trick up their sleeve. Ooh. Come on, please. There we go. Get ready, team. Prepare for the enemy. Let's meet the Violators.
Let's take a closer look at the Violators.
The Violators are hell on wheels. Part savage biker, part caveman, all fierce competitor. The Violators are more than a team. They are a tribe. And the only thing that they like more than their bikes is inflicting pain. There are some things the Violators won't do. Only nobody has found out what they are. They rock and they stomp. They savage and they ravage. They'll do anything to win. Their keeper is Skull, the Cranium Commander, and he only answers to one god, Gamba, the all-powerful.
Remember, we're the Violators. We're the ones that give Freddy nightmares. Ah!
Did he just eat a cigarette? We're the Violators. We're the one that give Freddy nightmares. These guys have a charge attack. And are much better at dodging your jump attacks, too. That visual effect is probably left blurred on a CRT. Yeah. Move slowly, because the ground breaks ahead of you. But don't move slowly for these. And we're back all the way here. Isn't that fun? I think that was me gaining an extra life. Ice physics precision platforming, nonetheless. I have never seen a single thing that AVGN has ever made. Is this game full of ill-advised ideas? Oh yeah, it is. Is it also a absolutely hilarious and bizarre gem? Yeah. Yeah, I think it is. This game is chock full of bad ideas. And some real good ones, too. At least a few. Oh. I uncommitted and then I recommitted, and that was my failure there. I couldn't decide whether I should stop or continue, and so I did something in the middle. And what's in the middle but a pit? And you might be asking, Moo, couldn't you use save states in order to make this easier? To which I say, nuh-uh, y'all are stuck here with me. Evil birds. And besides, the next game that we're going to play tonight is maybe more ill-advised than this one is. Let's see here. Oh my god. That was the last jump of that segment, by the way. So that's fun. Thanks for following, by the way. Doing a bit more of an experimental stream today. I mean, the name of the game is listed. Kippers. You need to do no more than just look down at the title there of the stream. Not to be confused with WURM Online, which is a different thing that's completely unrelated. Welcome in, Chris. Howdy to you too. We're in here playing an old favorite game of mine. One that I could never beat. Doing a face slam in order to slow yourself is essentially mandatory for that bit. There. And this is a proper checkpoint too, so we're fine. Pretty mean traps in this game, too. I If there's a way to dodge that barrel, I don't know it. You like platforming on sloped surfaces? Of course you do. You like sloped surfaces platforming while on ice physics? Of course you do. Everyone loves those things. Fish. Oh my god, I can't believe I did that. I was not ready for that platform at all. I just sort of jumped and prayed. Ooh. Good lord, okay. Boss fight. As the leader of the Violators on a personal watercraft, throwing grenades. So I want to catch Pokemaniac up to date on the history behind this game that I covered a little earlier. That fight takes forever if you don't use the super kick. Because each of the super kick does about triple damage, so I hit him 3 times with it, and it took him 4 jumps worth of hits in order to take him out. So without that, it's like 12. Yes, RollerGames is a real show that aired for 1 season. Good job, but the worst is yet to come. Final stage. Let's see if nothing but muscle memory will allow me to get through this maze. Not quite. Damn. Oh no, it's bad attitude again. The previous teams are all joining up to prevent me from rescuing the kidnapped owner of the RollerGames franchise. Bad team behavior, as opposed to the good teams, such as the Ronkers and the T-Birds and Hot Flash. Nah. You might notice that the timer's real short. Gotta make your way through the maze quick. Oh my god. These numbers spell disaster for you this Sunday at Sacrifice. If I were to say the phrase American Kirby is hardcore, does that make sense to anyone apart from me? this is going to relate to a sidetrack that we will get on for the next game. It's a term that relates to how marketing was done for originally Japanese-made games and how they were advertised in Japan versus how they were advertised in America. I don't think there's any way I get past them without taking damage. Made it. How about conveyor belts? Conveyor belts and ice slicks. Truly numerous poorly advised, ill-advised ideas in this game. Yo, that was cool. Oh no, it's her. And I used up all my super attacks. Guru Drew's right-hand woman. Oh. Oh, come on. Where are we gonna start from? Here, thankfully. Small mercies. Okay, this time I'm actually gonna save up my super kicks. When Guru Drew's acrobat murder arrives. You. Nope, it was you. Gotcha. Did you notice that I have absolutely zero air control? That's another fun thing. That's a thing that people like in video games. Yeah, this means that all the platforming is very, very dependent on what speed you enter the jump with, which means the best strategy is to line up on an approximate correct pixel, and then do your jumps from that spot. And then, of course, you'll accelerate a little bit more if you're still holding the directional button when you land. And because I'm thinking about it, I'm no longer using my muscle memory, so, great. Now we're having a lot of trouble with the specific platforming bits. There. But yeah. Young Moo, this is as far as Young Moo ever got. And even then I only managed to do it about twice. My usual stopping points were the scrapyard, like the last segments of it, with all those diagonal ramp jumps and stuff. And then my next stopping point was, as you might imagine, the cliffside in the cliffside and the docks in the forest. Good stuff. And if I manage to somehow get past both of those, you deal with this. And this is hard for modern Moo to do. One tactic that helps a lot is simply spamming the jump button. So you just jump the moment you land.
GC the Gray Area gifted 5 subscriptions to the community.
Thank you as always for your contributions, GCU Gray Area. I have a feeling I know what's coming next, just from pattern recognition. Yep, there it is.
Lady Havoc gifted 10 subscriptions to the community.
Thank you, Lady Havoc. Enjoy the subs, folks.
Conley Basher gifted 5 subscriptions to the community.
Thank you very much, Conley. The trick is just to eat those fire hits. 35 seconds. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. The pit. No. Your score resets if you get a game over. Isn't that tragic? Truly an insurmountable obstacle. This is the final boss room if I've ever seen one. Here it is, the home base of Viper. Sitting on his throne in the background, watching. he's not wearing roller skates. That's illegal. That's cheating. Glad we're getting correct and appropriate reactions in the chat for this. It's the leader of Viper, duh. With this cool, billowing sheet hooked to his... that's dangling behind him, but is hooked up to his wrist or something. Rockers are here to kill. Yeah, this game is 100% ice physics, pretty much. The only time where it isn't is during these combat segments. Cool, I missed that. And that one. Very bad start. T-Birds, we need your strength. Hits hard instantly and can to some degree stun lock you. Yep. That's this guy, alright. California kid was not up to the final task. And the team representative of the T-Birds make it work. Body slam. Body slam! Body slam! I used to have a technique for dealing with this guy, but I don't remember it anymore. I figure it has to be jump kicks, but like... I don't think he's a flesh monster, I think that's supposed to be like... a weird piece of cloth that's kind of billowing behind him. Sort of a thin, long, draped piece of cloth that's attached to bracelets or on his arms. It doesn't help that all of his clothes are also the same tone as same color as his skin tone. Okay, that's what happens if you try and punch him directly. It's gotta be jump kicks. I just need to find the right timing for it. No crouch attacks. Oh no. That's how you do it. Wake up kick to the back after he jumps over your head. It's all about doing meaty hits on him. Got him! Game is now over, and you are victorious. Today, 3 teams will play an exciting game. The action is real, not only from TV. See, now if I was the Bad Game Hall of Fame, I would say hit my victory screen. I should make a victory screen. Games are made by people. This is not a good game. Well, this is a bad game in the sense that... in the same sort of sense that Bad Game Hall of Fame uses, which is... this game did not review well, and this game is not well liked, but... by those definitions, a bad game can still be good. And I think the fact that this is a tie-in to a stupid wrestling approach to roller derby that lasted exactly 1 season really ties the whole thing together. And that all the characters in this game, all the teams, and all the, like, put-in characters are actual real people. And I'm pretty sure the playable characters, too. Yeah, I think Viper's the only made-up dude. But California Kid was a member of Rockers, which was a part of the dramatized RollerGames TV series. And there you go. Back to the title. Leaving us with this. And just for the sake of completion here. As you can tell, Hot Flash runs a bit faster. Well, skates. And we'll go and run up to the first combat section. Take a look at where super attack is. A goddamn front flip. No. The most criminal and evil graffiti imaginable. Truly, there is no more anti-establishment graffiti that could possibly exist than just black paint that says no. Everything else is just more words to express the simpler concept of no. Anyways, let's start the next game and let's discuss some other very silly stuff that relates to this next game. So I brought up earlier the concept of American Kirby is hardcore, and nobody knew what I was talking about, which is reasonable. But what I was trying to explain there, and let's see if I actually got all these images ready. I probably didn't because I'm a doofus. Let's see here. Sort by most recent. So, we are going to next play a game called WURM: Journey to the Center of the Earth. Let me go and update the category. Here's the original Japanese box art for the game. Okay? Just take that in while I get the next thing ready. Kinda cool, huh? Kinda cute. Are you ready to see what the American box art looks like? Because that's up next. Let me just grab that here. WURM: Journey to the Center of the Earth. Do these look like the characters that are in the game? No. Does this look like the character that's in the game? Yes. Does that look like the ship that's in the game? No. Are there robot enemies in the game at all? No. '90s American video game box art, and also magazines as well, had a very strong trend of trying to appeal to the cool 90s radical market. And so this book ends nicely with what we just went through with RollerGames, which was, as a wrestling approach to roller derby, a perfect encapsulation of that entire viewpoint, you know? Hyper cool, radical, etc., etc. And so this stretched to advertisements for games in this era, and also to the box art itself on occasion. It's not Mega Man box art bad, but it's in the same ballpark. Like, the Mega Man box art is kind of, you could probably argue, it's another product of exactly this sort of thought process of, like, look at the dude in the background there. He's literally just Rambo. He's bootleg Rambo. He might as well be traced off of Rambo. Again, comparison here. And this being a trend and a common occurrence did not escape notice and is even parodied at some points. So we're going to do a tiny sidetrack to a favorite game of mine called Gotta Protectors, as it was localized into the US. The original name was, I think, Mamote Naito, which is a pun on Mamotenai, save me, and Naito, night. So save me night, with the words combined. And so Gotta Protectors is actually a pretty good localization of the pun of the title, because they're the Gotta Protectors, and they gotta protect her. Anyways, this game was made for the 3DS and was originally a Xbox Live indie game, back when XBLIG exists. existed. I believe it was X-Blade that first debuted. And then later on, a sequel to it was made for the Nintendo Switch called God of Protector's Card of Darkness. But Ancient, the company that made it, was very aware of this trend. So, and they played around with the idea of it. Here is a printable and foldable box art for you to use for the original Mamote Naito. And on the English side of this, on the English page, it looks like this. And if you hover your mouse over the Americanized artwork, it does swap over to the original while you're hovering over it. So you can just, like, mouse over the characters in order to get them to swap between the two versions. But yes, it was common and well-known enough on both the Japanese side and the American side that games that were localized into both and companies that existed at the time, such as, at least in the case of Ancient, were actively making fun of that phase in video game design. Proper satire on the phenomenon. Yes, exactly. I'm glad that my description is coming through here, because, you know, I'm kind of improvising this as we go. But yes. So, now that we've looked at both box arts, I wonder which of the two is more representative of the actual game of WURM Journey to the Center of the Earth. Let's find out, shall we? Oh, God. I'm loving today's episode. Okay. Get things fired up here. This game I like a lot, as well. I feel like it should be experienced more than described. So, I'm going to allow the game to do a bit of its own speaking. We can input a password, but we don't know any, so let's start from the start of the game. Act 1, Non Malta. We can move left and right. We don't seem to be able to fly. And we can switch between change and drill by pressing the other button here. But if we hold up and press the A button, then we start flying. As you can see, we have limited fuel at the top, and we have a shield as well. Great start. I honestly do not know why my shield went from full to 0 in a quarter second, but this is the VZR, and it is a drill ship that is headed to the center of the Earth. We are the last of the VZR units that are going down, because contact was lost with the previous ones. I believe that we are the WURM unit. I think that's the name of our actual unit versus the ship itself. It's a little unclear, and the translation for this game does not do it any particular justice in clarifying things. But there's certain reasons I like this game. So far, it doesn't seem like anything all that particularly interesting. But that will change. I will note that this game does have some flashing lights, so if you are sensitive to such things, be careful. Viewer discretion is advised. It's an earthquake. Wait, Dan. I've got something on the radar. I'm showing a life form in sector 7231952E. It appears to be in a cave. And talk, Obi. Talk to the crew for help. Possibility 0%, life point 0. Obi. Dan. Increase possibility factor to 100%. Possibility is increased by 10%. The monster must have a weakness. Possibility increased by 15%, plus 1 life point. Check your life meter. Plus 1 life. Aim for the nucleus. Possibility increased by 35%. Increase possibility factor to 100%. His eye must be the nucleus. Plus 1%. Flashing lights. So we started out as a side-scroller of piloting a drill ship, and now we are doing a first-person shooter. In a sort of Hogan's Alley kind of way. With some narrative elements, too. Let's blow him away. Plus 1 life point. It's a Bemuel, a proto-biomonster. His eye must be the nucleus. Plus 1% possibility. So it's incredibly poorly translated here, and very unclear what is actually happening. But if you reach possibility 100% and then shoot the enemy, you win the fight. And you increase possibility by defeating the little minions there, as you can see, and for dealing damage to the main enemy. Possibility is 100%. There it is. Phew. Oh, forgot to update this. I can't believe there are monsters down here. There must be some meaning to all of this. I'll check it out. Blue crystal. It's beautiful. Huh? I wonder what is beyond this cave. And now it's a side-scrolling character action game. It's the Lost VZR-2! That you, Moby? The VZR-2 has been taken by the Underworlders. The gate should open with this key. Underworlders? Is Ziggy alright? You mean your friend? I think he's still in the VZR-2. Beware of Zolda, their leader. Small mercy in this game. These areas are linked together in a way that makes sense. Like, if you head left a certain distance and then fall down a pit, you will be in the lower floor at the same amount to the left, as opposed to it being arbitrary entrance and exits. I love video games so much. Oh, he actually hit me. You must be the one from the surface? You have no right to be here. If you interfere with the Non-Malta Empire, you won't leave this place alive. We didn't intend to interfere. Excuses. I'll send you to the lab. The lab? Rip. Alright, let's do this right this time. Straight to the lab we go. You know, I've always had a little bit of an affinity for characters that had long green hair. Wonder where that came from. I don't know if this is considered cringe to talk about or whatever, but, yeah, realistically, Moby was probably my first video game crush. Bye, I guess. Little fella, G13 robot. The power line is cut. I'll patch it here. Warning, danger, malfunction. G13. Where's Ziggy? Does not compute. Is there nothing we can do? M-O-B-Y, Moby. VZR-5, ready for takeoff. We can use the parts from VZR-2 to rig VZR-5 to fly. We already could fly. Hydrosonic standby. Let's get our people back from them. I hope you're ready for pain, Butte. Yes, the battle is just beginning. VZR-5. Full power ahead. Ziggy, wait for me. I'll be there soon. 2, Dyna Crystal. Got a bit of bootleg Gradius energy to it. The ability to drill through walls is superfluous but cute. Which I think is also a good description of many things in this game. Starting to think this is not worth it. Especially since we're about to run out of fuel. It's a little bit of fuel. Ooh, that nearly killed me. Montal Lake. We must fly from here. VZR change to aerial mode and lock. 3, 2, 1. VZR 5, full power ahead. Do you understand why I think this game is kind of neat now? Hi, Bad Game Hall of Fame. Thanks for stopping by. We are playing a bad game ourselves, one that I have a particular affinity for. This is WURM Journey to the Center of the Earth. This game is a multi-genre experience with narrative cutscenes, a side-scrolling vehicle segment, a side-scrolling character action segment, and a first-person shooter segment that we've seen so far. And this game sucks. But nonetheless, it is incredibly charming for its stupid levels of
6 subscriptions to the community.
Stupid levels of ambition that grossly outpaces its capabilities. By God, they were trying something here, you know?
Thank you, Johnny Baghead, for following.
Hey, Johnny. Anyway, we just reached this segment, which is pretty much RNG. Or maybe it's the next one. One of these segments has... Your fuel gradually goes down, no matter what, and if you run out of fuel, you die. Enemies will occasionally drop fuel pickups. Whether they do is random. This means, and if you don't collect any throughout the run, you do not have enough fuel to beat the level. And so you just die. And this means that it is purely up to luck whether you can actually beat the level at all. Hopefully I don't get stuck on this for too long. Because after this level is another first-person shooter segment. Anyway, I shouted about Game Hall of Fame a bit earlier, but let's just do that a second time here. Oh. I am literally not allowed to give Bad Game Hall of Fame another shout-out. Then again, if you're coming in from Bad Game Hall of Fame, you know what they are, so...
How would you have Rabbit gifted 10 subscriptions to the
Epic.
community.
Thank you. I gotta figure out a way to get past those. It looks like I have a... if I hold the A button and press left or right, it makes it beep, like I should be able to change modes, but I don't have access to any of those yet. I can make a funny beep noise, though. That's worth something. Maybe stay near the front and then veer backwards? Hey, we're almost out of fuel. Isn't that interesting? Oh. I wonder if it's not actually random, and if it's just specific enemies grant you fuel. That would be a little bit less horrible. Okay, good. And yeah, we get anime cutscenes in between. VZR, touchdown. Current location is 112 miles underground. It was around here that VZR-3 disappeared. Moby time. Greens from Tau Ceti. Eh. Ancient ruins? Looks like... trinitrite. Did this civilization perish because of a nuclear war? Huh? Wait, Dan, I've got something on the radar. The radar is picking up a life form in sector 1216292E. It's close by. Good here, episode 8, but also probably not the best place to talk about that stuff. We have a new companion we can talk to. Let's just go through the list, though. G13. Analyze his weak points. Find his weak point. +1 life point, +0 possibility. Block. That's Anrock, a Bio-Geo monster. Is this analyzing robot broken? Computing. Possibility 5%. Computing monster's fracture point. +60%. Computing. +0. It's going to take some time. So after we talk to people... Ah yeah, flashing lights again, sorry. Forgot to say that for the new folks. Yeah.
Thank you, Mr._Pendleton, for following.
Possibility is now at 95%. We got stepped on. You worthless robot, hurry up! Computing. +1 life. Damn, it's going to take some time. Gain nothing from that conversation. We're getting beat. Lock, do something! Computing complete. Aim for the navel. Possibility -5%. He's wrong. Shoot his navel. Okay, he's right. Oh, so if Locke tells us, we lose progress, but if G13 tells us, then it's clearly correct. Moby, aim for the middle of its forehead. Anyway, If you hit the weak point while it's at 100% possibility, you win the fight. Again, very strangely translated, this game. Got him. This place is worse than Persidor. Ancient ruins of some lost civilization. Is there any connection with the non-Malpas? I'll check it out. Red crystal. This is the second one. What secrets do the crystals hold? Huh? And once again, shifting genres. Piece of bread on the floor. Stone tablet. Oh, okay. It may hold a clue. Carved symbols. Like ancient hieroglyphics. Strange. What does it all mean? Carved symbols, like ancient hieroglyphics. Strange. The people on the VZR-3 were attacked here. The non-Maltas must have a hideout around here. Oh cool, we lost all that health for nothing. Low on ammo at this point. I believe that this one is also Euclidean, and that the ways that the level connects do actually make sense and aren't just like teleporting you around randomly, but I can't remember for sure if that's actually true. It was true in the last time we did one of these side-scroll stages, at least. We're pretty much host at this point, so, destroy me! Shroud every hole. Been there, buddy. We probably need to get the hieroglyphics first. It's probably plot important. What does it all mean? I don't know why she repeats herself for that segment, but that's not me accidentally interacting with it twice. She just says the same thing twice over. As if she found it a second time. Might be yet another translation error or something. Pressing up will kick. And so if you see me kicking in front of the things on the background, that's me checking if there's... Okay, we've got a sealed door here. Yeah, okay. Small mercies, this place is not a teleporter maze, it is just a normal maze. Who's there? Are you from the surface? I'm the princess of the underworld kingdom of Dinamer. I was imprisoned here by Zolda of the Non-Maltas. He plans to rule both the underworld and the overworld. Dinamer is at the mercy of the Non-Maltas. The 4 crystals that protect the underworld have been stolen by the monsters. Zolda is somewhere in his hideout. Dyna crystals. Are we going to... Are we going to help her? Alright. Yeah, maybe she's just having fun. Having a good time. I wonder if that door opens now that I've talked to her arbitrarily. I feel like I remember that that's how it works. But when I look at this game, what I see is unchecked ambition. They had a full... This kind of feels like if they had the resources to make a film, they would've. Between the dedicated cutscenes of the characters, swapping between multiple genres. Yep. Information doorway. Multiple characters, multiple genres, and we'll get more into it in a bit, but there's more reasons I think that this game is emblematic of the idea of overshooting what you're capable of. Zolda! So you're still alive. It's useless to defy me. You won't leave this place alive. Is that all you have to say? We'll see who has the last laugh. What? You can't escape me. Bye, I guess. Oh, there she is. Okay, yeah, she just was, she was having a good time. That's all. Thank you for saving my life. Zolda has escaped to Magma Falls. Our people must be at Magma Falls. Are you going there? I'll come with you. There is a cave by the falls, where our king is being held captive by them. Alright. VZR-5. Ready for takeoff. Melt the needle, stand by. Head for Magma Falls. Commander Moby at station. 3, 2, 1. VZR-5, full power ahead. Ziggy, wait for me. I'll be there soon. Act 3, Magma Falls. Okay, lesson learned, do not shoot those under any circumstances. This place isn't very magmatic. At least not yet. Ooh. One of you better drop fuel. Please. I'm dead. Okay. Gotta shoot past those pterodactyls faster. Hey, Daedalus. Ooh. God, I'm pain, it's so close. "3D mode engaged, alright. Hey, random fuel. So yes, like I had mentioned during the first top-down shooter segment, this game literally has levels where you need to get fuel in order to be able to win it, and the fuel drops are completely random. And there is at least one level where if you don't get a fuel drop, you can't win. It's an underground volcano. We must fly from here. VZR change to aerial mode and lock. 3, 2, 1. VZR 5, full power ahead. Oh dear. We might be here for a while. Okay, we got fuel pickup. You know what? I'm getting fuel pickups non-stop. I wonder if it's like a kill combo that gets you fuel pickups. Because every single enemy is dropping those for a bit. First try. That level was a nightmare for Young Moo. It's an earthquake. We are currently at 240 miles underground. Wait, Dan. I've got something on the radar. I'm showing a life form in sector 3116145W. It's at the bottom of the falls. Talk to Moby. It's a reptilian monster. +1 life. Dan. Find his weak point. +1 life. Increased possibility factor to 100%. I know, dude. Let's use the melt needle. Danger, danger. Zaltra's weakness is water. Instant 50%. Water, water. Hydrosonic weapon. its weak point, though. At least we can dodge the attack. Is the Hydro weapon not working? I would have trusted Diana's word on this. Diane's word. ... Great, thank you. ... Great, thank you. We're getting beat. Locke, do something. Check your life meter. We can't beat it unless it transforms itself. Let's blow him away. It's the tail, while it's in this mode. But the Melt Needle's doing no damage, so we need to switch to the Hydro Cannon and then hit the tail to do it. So for the moment, we just dodge and wait, essentially, until we get a moment to converse with our crewmates again. Use Hydrosonic. Don't give up. Don't give up. She's healing us significantly. Let's blow him away. Is this not doing any damage either, really? We just use conventional weapons and then both characters are wrong? Electro Gatling. Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. Let's blow him away. Okay, has possibility ever increased during these fights at all? Like, at all? Have I done anything that's increased it so far? I think I kinda remember this, in that the only way I could find in order to increase possibility was literally just talking to the guy who says, let's blow him away, over and over. And just looping through that until it's at 100% and I can shoot him once. It's one of those things where I kind of wonder if there's some mechanic that I'm missing. Is this what we're doing? It's blinking red now. That's some kind of progress. I damage him during that phase. You would think it'd be shooting the tail, but... The back Doritos. Hydrosonic. Let's blow him away. Okay, I think I finally figured out this fight. While it's looking to the side, shoot a whole bunch with high... While it's looking to the side, you hit its back spines. But the thing is, it has armor. And during a single phase, you need to shoot it 10 times before it actually starts taking any damage from Hydro. Got him! So it's very hard to figure out whether you're making progress whatsoever. Look, a cave! VZR touchdown. Green crystal. One more crystal and we'll have all 4. What? They're getting a lot of mileage out of these 2 cutscenes that they have. Exactly. Sylvia! Moby? Help me! Where are the others? Alan and Davis are still held by the non-Maltas. We must save them. The lab? Enemies drop items now? That hasn't been a mechanic until now. This game is so strange. So many bizarre things just feel a little bit half-baked in this game. And I think that's beautiful. Why is it that in the previous side-scrolling segments we didn't have enemies that dropped anything, until just as now? Dan! The non-Maltas have taken the VZR-5. I left Locke and Mike with the VZR-5. Diane, G3, and I were searching for delenium to refuel the VZR-5. We're doomed! Without the VZR-5, we're stranded. We must save our people and the king. Never give up. Perhaps we can see the future beyond the rain. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, fancy meeting you here, Dan. Oh, never mind. Davis! You're alive! Moby, you came to save me. Alan is being held somewhere in the hideout. Is Ziggy alright? I don't know the details, but Ziggy has been sent to the lab. The lab? I'm really loving how she just says, the lab? To basically any prompt whatsoever. What does it all mean? The lab? The lab? I think this is the part. Are you ready for the most incredible insult? No, maybe not. Ha ha ha! So, you're the one who defeated Zolda. If you interfere with the Non-Malta Empire, you won't leave this place alive. You've already told me that, dude. Why do you want to corrupt the worlds? Shut up! No overworlder has the right to tell me what to do down here. You're making peace as an excuse for your own cowardliness. Bye, I guess. Again. Alan! Moby, you're okay. The Underworlders are heading for the control tower. They plan to execute the king. The lab is located inside that tower. The VCR-5 has been stolen by the Non-Maltas. Don't worry, we can take the VCR-4. I found it hidden in the hideout. Awfully convenient. Dan and Davis are repairing the VCR-4 right now. Head for the control tower. Alright. It's this cutscene again. VCR-4, ready for takeoff. We can't fly. The aerial mode is disabled. There's still much to do. We must save the king and our people, and find the 4 crystals. VCR-4, take off. Prepare to dive. I'm concerned for Ziggy's life. Ziggy, wait for me. I'll be there soon. Act 4, Ziggy. What was this about not being able to fly? I guess they meant not able to fly in the top-down view, I guess. Ooh, this has a different weapon type, too. That's kinda cool. Also kinda half-baked, because you can't fire another one as long as one orb still remains. Like many things in this game. Kinda cool, kinda half-baked. Ah, yes, I'm hovering, not flying. Thank you. Truly foolish of me to not understand the difference. Gitano's circus gun. Don't know that one, Daedalus. Hey, it's this cutscene again. We are currently at 380 miles underground. We are surfacing on the underworld ocean. There are some islands around here. Don't like this. Don't like this one bit. Please, one of you drop fuel. Nope. Never call it that again, Conley. I will destroy you. Son of a... What am I supposed to do against that? Death by lack of fuel again. The only thing I can think of is like cheese stuffed crust and stuff like that, but... What if you don't shoot the crystals? What a bizarre idea. Yeah. Wood-fired pizza? Where's pizza gonna get a job now? Serpentine, serpentine. Okay, top of the screen for those. They all appear at the very top. At some point, a lot of these levels are just learn how to best hit the bricks. Don't slow down for nothing, because there's no guarantee you're going to find any fuel pickups ever. Hey, there's one. The turbo tunnel. Wow, it's my favorite cutscene. VZR, touchdown. We are currently at 696 miles underground. The cutscene. 696 miles? I feel bad about this. I'm showing a life form in sector 535102E. It's near the control tower. Oh, I guess there is a robot in this game. Moby. Thanks, Moby. Increased possibility factor 100%. I know this, dude. Thanks, Dan. Find his weak point. Thanks. Alan may know something. It's a creation of their laboratory. The brain is controlled mechanically. We need to destroy the nerve protector. Has this nerve connector illuminated yet? Are we deeper in the Earth than is physically possible at this point? Is that what you're... Check your life meter and possibilities. Is that its nerve connector on the right shoulder? Paper sight. Does not compute. Oh, I think we got him. Boom. Seen a life form in 80081-3S 42069 easy. Got him. It's a bionic monster. They're using life forms for their sick experiments. Hey, it's the other cutscene. The yellow crystal. You must take back the other 3 crystals. Oh yeah, I guess the other 3 crystals were in our original ship. The control tower. Diablo, you are actually getting into a fun fact that I will be revealing at the very end of this. Love that that works. Oh no. I see what's happening here. My friends, we have entered a actual teleporter maze this time. This map is non-Euclidean, unlike the previous ones. Is he gonna say the line? I think he's gonna say the line. Ha ha ha! You crumbs are still alive? Brutal. So you think you can defy me, the great Icamod? Why do the non-Maltas keep fighting this stupid war? Then I shall explain it to you. The over- and underworlds were once all ours. 34 million years ago, our kingdom was in the overworld. We're merely taking back what was rightly ours to begin with. 34 million years ago? Bye, I guess. The lab? You also having fun? Father, you're alive! Icamod has escaped. Moby, You came to save me. We just missed him. They've taken Ziggy's brain and transplanted it into the bionic monster, Bandal. Bandal? Or Ziggy? You mean the monster had Ziggy's brain? That's the most cruel thing. Where's Ziggy's body? It's in the lab. The lab? Oh god, I'm so glad I didn't die at the end there. Ziggy. Though we finally meet. I love you. VCR-4, ready for takeoff. Aerial mode has been repaired. We can fly again. Head for the volcanic city. The king must be there. Let's go. VCR-4, takeoff. Yeah, get that new cutscene out of here. This is what we want to see. Never give up. Perhaps we can see the future beyond the rain. I miss Ziggy. Act 5, Duel. They must have felt really clever about that. And things that seem kind of half-baked, this seems like a really powerful ability. I noticed that. Yeah. Are my attacks burning through fuel? Is that why levels seem impossible sometimes? I had never actually considered that possibility. Act 5, Duel. Password 1024. Heaven or Hell, Duel 1. Mankind knew that they could not change society, and instead of reflecting on themselves, they blamed the non-Malthus. Please, for the love of God, actually drop fuel. There's gotta be some sort of internal logic, because it's so incredibly feast or famine. Either the game is dropping fuel everywhere for you, or it drops absolutely none and you're just screwed. I genuinely don't know what it is. I don't need to worry about running out of fuel if I run out of shield first. It's true. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, by the way. Really appreciate it. I like showing off these weird, stupid, half-baked things. Weird half-baked ambition projects are kind of my ambrosia. Oh my god. Hang on. How did I do that? I changed mode into like an actual airplane. Taco GS. Basically, we are going into the center of the Earth because I don't think the original reason is ever stated, but we're going down because the previous teams that were sent down have gone missing. And then down there we've discovered that they went missing because they were attacked by the non-Maltas, a species that resides, a species of intelligent somethings that maybe aliens that reside underground and claim that the surface of the Earth was their rightful domain 30 million years ago. Nope, that's not a good idea. That doesn't work. Alright. Starting to dial in what does and doesn't work here. Could be. Also remember that at one point here, nuclear weapons were brought up completely out of the blue. And not expanded on in any way whatsoever. Moby just says, were these destroyed by nuclear fire? The lab? Leave me alone! Oh god. Yeah, it's a cutscene. You couldn't even finish that. It's the Underworld's volcanic city. We must fly from here. The cutscene. VZR, change to aerial mode and lock. 3, 2, 1. VZR 4, takeoff. Oh no. No unnecessary shots. I like how they disappear if I go past them. What an arbitrary type of hazard. Oh yeah, and reset the clock. Moo accidentally plays a game that could be classified as a bullet hell. The cutscene. We are currently at 680 miles underground. We have penetrated the volcanic city. Wait, Dan, I've got something on the radar. I'm showing a life form in sector 1211522E. I wonder if the dialogue is also looping in order to save on memory constraints. The VZR-5. Locke and Mike are on it. Oh, we did rescue you from the wall. We can't leave Locke and Mike for dead. Can we defend ourselves from the VZR-5? May the power be with you. We lost 5 for that. If we stop the drill, the VZR-5 can no longer fly. Use the phaser. The lab? Howie. This area looks familiar. Like the water's blue this time, but... I don't know, something about this place gives me recycled vibes. What are we doing here? Oh my god, there it is. Phaser. All yours. Increase possibility factor to 100%, I know. Does not compute. Professor Banda. Cool. I like how they say if we destroy the drills that will be forced to land, but the weak point itself is actually just the cockpit. go. We shot one of those missiles with the phaser, like it was told of us, and... down it goes. Got him! And so is Ichabod. Ichabod is escaping to the palace. Our crystals are safe. Now we have all 4 Dyna crystals. The war is finally coming to a climax. Very normal thing to say. Very natural English language used there. Will we see it tomorrow, past the rain? You hope the ending cutscene is still the cutscene. We can only hope. I think y'all are going to love this game's ending. Ichabod! You can't escape me. Ha ha ha! You're a persistent human. Those who defy our leader, the great Sagals, will no longer be tolerated. You've been saying that basically the entire time. You don't know what it means to lose the one you love. What? This is for Ziggy. Hi. It really does parse as a teeth nuts joke, doesn't it? The missing stone tablet. This may solve the mystery. Was there a missing one? 4 kingdoms of the earth. 3 kingdoms to the underworld. 3 kingdoms, each sought to rule the other. After Lemuria, Vana becomes Atlantis and Mu. Eh? Eh? Huh? One kingdom to survive. Atlantis victorious. The defeated Lemurians. The Gaia dies in the light. We and the Dinamer are descendants of Vana, which means the Non-Maltas are descendants of Lemuria. Then what is the Gaia? The king of Dinamer must know the answer. I wonder if he's at the lab? For God's sake. Okay, this door opens. The King of Dinamer! Dyna crystals. Dyna crystals! Hurry! Before Solgaz finds out! Set the crystals in the giant statue. The statue? Bye, I guess. Kojima clearly stole the writing style from this game. A surveillance camera? The crystals are set. Nothing's happening. Sogals! Starlight gun. Moby. Is there an order to the crystals? Blue. Green. The green crystal. No, we have to start over. The green crystal. The red crystal. No, we have to start over. He's just wiggling at us menacingly. Doing my best. What am I supposed to be doing here? Oh, I shoot over his head? Sure, why not? Ow. Don't know if my mouse was visible there. Hopefully it wasn't. Killed. Oh no. Can someone run back the tape and tell me what the order that we've discovered thus far is? Green, red, okay. Green, red, and then not the one on the upper left, whatever color that was. Because I remember we ended with a failure. Green, red, blue, yellow. Probably. That's some broken, wall versus passable definitions there. The green crystal. The red crystal. The yellow crystal. lastly, the blue crystal. Huh? The statue, what's happening? I'm Sane, the Princess of Gaia. This, my friends, is a holographic projection. Long ago, on a young Earth, civilization known as Lemuria ruled the overworld. Suddenly, one day, the surface of Lemuria sank into the underworld, which was inhabited by my peaceful people of Gaia. Many thousands of years of wars followed, as the Lemurians tried to take our world from us. During the Underworld Wars, the Van civilization from the moon took the overworld and began two cities, Atlantis and Mu. When Atlantis sank into the underworld, they conquered the Lemurians. Our Gaia civilization was slowly declining from the steady attacks of the Lemurians, and then later, by the Atlanteans. The Mu? But in the end, we all destroyed ourselves on our beautiful planet with one last great war. A nuclear war. This holographic projection is our last great testament to the evils of war. Now that we are gone, please heed our warning, and always seek peace, for only love, not war, will bring peace. Goodbye, my friends, and good luck. The end! Oh boy. That's it. We're done here. Alright, so get things back to normal here. So, the fun fact about this game, and why one of the reasons that I like it so much, apart from all the other reasons that I've listed for liking it so much. Let's see here, which of these images is this? That's the God of Protectors one. This one is also the God of Protectors one. Yeah. Here we go. Journey to the reminder, Journey to the Center of the Earth, Japanese cover, American cover. Truly incredible. But the fun fact about this game, they're out of space. This game was so ambitious that, and you can see all the stuff that they recycled, and the reason for that is because it was absolutely necessary. This is a game that was absolutely way more ambitious than the NES was capable of handling. If this game were made for the SNES and had the budget and the plans and everything like that, then this could have been something really... There's a future where this is a really fascinating and interesting thing, apart from this reality, where it is a fascinating work that is completely hobbled by being absolutely running into every single limitation it can and then bumping into those and saying, well, what if we just have one cutscene that we use every time? That saves a lot of memory. And I don't know. I think there's something really charming about that, you know? And it also has Moby, and she is cool, and I like her. And young Moo liked her. And it also had a place called Moo, and that was funny, and I had completely forgotten about that. The lab? And yeah, as mentioned before, the cover art nonsense is represented and parodied with God of Protectors, which had Japanese box art that looked like this, and very intentionally for the American box art on their website, they did this. So, that's going to be it, my friends. I just wanted to show off these two. This was a test of running a emulator to highlight some games from my past, and also to talk about the fascinating history of roller games and discuss the incredibly stupid and ridiculous show that it links into. Let's see. Truly incredible. Everyone loves roller games.
Let's take a closer look at the Violators.
The Violators are hell on wheels.
Anyway. The Violators are hell on wheels. And yeah, so once again, the footage for RollerGames is available due to very gracious re-airing on the part of some branch of Fox Sports. And the Roller Stars fan community on YouTube archived that full re-airing. So as a result, we have on YouTube a pretty high quality rip of each episode that aired of RollerGames. As for WURM Journey to the Center of the Earth, I remember trying to look up more on the history of the game before, and you know, Wikipedia can do a lot for that, but I do remember that the personal website for some of the developers for WURM Journey to the Center of the Earth no longer is live, and the Internet Archive didn't seem to capture it correctly because it did a bunch of weird CSS nonsense. But nonetheless, that is going to do it for today's stream. Thank you, everyone, for joining, and thank you very much by Game Hall of Fame for rating, and thank you, as always, to... let's see... Conley, GCU Gray Area, and Lady Havoc for generous contributions to the channel, as always. And for everyone who is watching, or commenting, or saying, the lab, thank you all so much. And thank you to anyone watching on YouTube. In post. I see you too. Let's see here. Who shall we raid to? See, Captain Coco Charms is near the end of Mother 3, so probably not the best raid target. Juniper's playing Vintage Story. Call me Amaraka's doodling. Art stream. Tell them the slime sent you. Yep, I shouted out Conley. Thank you very much, Conley. In any case, though, to another place, my friends. The R. Glad y'all liked it.